Well, good afternoon. Welcome to this Old Dump. I'm Bob Slatshoe, and today we have our resident woodworking expert, Mr. Elmer Nubbins. Elmer, what project do you have for us today?
Well, Bob, I thought the folks at home might like to see us build a Victorian end table.
You know, I've always wanted a Victorian end table, but, you know, I've gone and looked at them, and gosh darn it, they've just been, you know, too expensive.
Well, that's why we've all become weekend woodaholics, because we would not save some money.
Amen.
Okay.
Well, let's begin. What kind of wood do we have here?
Well, what we have here is just some cheap, found anywhere pine that we're going to try to build this table out of. It's easy to work with, it's easy to stain, and you can make it look like any real good piece of wood that you can find at an expensive wood shop.
I guess the extensive covering up of the blemishes might be needed.
That always comes in handy with us wood shop people.
Okay, well, I guess what's the first step that we have here? Well, once we have our wood laid out, what's next? Is it
Coffee break. Just kidding, Bob. No, first what we want to do is we want to get our hand tools together.
Oh, I see that you have hand tools here. You know, something about a hand tool you never see anymore. You never see anybody use them anymore. I mean, it's like only craftsmen use them now.
Yeah, well, whatever. Okay, here's a handsaw.
Now, this is the handsaw we're going to use on our project.
This is the handsaw we're going to use to cut the wood, Bob.
Okay, got it. Handsaw.
Need a level.
Make sure that bubble's level there. Almost needed in every wood project.
And of course, we're going to need our drill to drill the holes.
Drill for the holes, right. You know, I haven't used one of these things in years.
Well, you're going to get a chance today, Bob. Hammer.
Hammer. Always need a hammer.
Stapler.
Stapler.
Some of our fasteners.
Oh, yep, you need the fasteners. Nails. Yes.
And we're going to need this, a battery recharger.
Battery recharger.
Don't forget that clamp. Need us a pair of bolt cutters.
The bolt cutters.
Hand hatchet.
Hatchet.
Some sandpaper.
Now, what grade is this?
That's your medium grade sandpaper.
Versus, I guess,
The heavy grade
the
sandpaper.
heavy grade and the smooth.
The smooth, this real smooth stuff. So I went ahead and got the medium because I thought that would be in between the tough and
The tough and the smooth.
So we're pretty much going to hit the ballpark of what we need if we go to medium.
Okay. Well, good. I always use medium myself.
Paint scraper.
Paint scraper, right? Going to cover those blemishes.
We're going to need us a pair of vice grips.
A vice grip.
A hand planer.
Hand planer. Boy.
Some duct tape.
Duct tape.
Some twine.
Twine or string.
A pipe cutter.
A pipe cutter.
A screwdriver.
A screwdriver.
Pair of shears. Everybody has a pair of shears.
Pair of shears.
And of course, left-handed sand wedge.
This has gotten me out of a lot of trouble.
Tell me about it, Bob.
Okay, well, I guess we have all the tools we have need for, I guess.
That's right. We have basically all the hand tools we're going to need to finish this table.
I guess the only thing left is to,
To start the project?
to actually begin work on the project.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good to me.
There's those of you who are following us at home have your stuff all laid out. I guess you could begin now. You're actually going to begin sawing the wood.
We're actually going to penetrate the wood and make our first set of legs.
Now, are you going to go with the grain or against the grain?
Well, in this case, I'm going to have to go against the grain. Is that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. What I have here, I'm going to make two legs out of this one piece of wood, so I'm going to have to cut this in half.
So you'll end up with actually two equal pieces in order to build
After the
like
cut is
legs.
complete.
That's right. Okay, well,
So
very
we're going to
good.
start cut. And
All right.
what I like to do is I like to wear my safety glasses all the time.
Well,
I never know when a splinter's going to pop up.
I don't really see another pair, so I'll just have to close my eyes.
Hey, turn away.
Yeah.
Okay, now here we're going to start cutting.
Well, are we done with the sawing now?
Well, yes, Bob, all the cuts have been made. We don't need to use a saw anymore, and we're ready to build this piece of furniture.
Well, you know, this really makes me feel good because it's the way the craftsmen used to do things, all by hand with hand tools.
Exactly, Bob, and that's half the fun of being a weekend wood shopaholic. You get to build furniture out of some pretty crappy wood, to tell you the truth, and make a fine piece of furniture, at least make it look like it's a fine piece of furniture.
You can actually use the hand tools that you have and put in the effort and come out with something that's totally handmade.
Handmade with hand tools, the old-fashioned way, the old craftsman way.
Are you gonna be ready to drill now?
I'm ready to drill some holes.
Can I ask you what kind of bit you're going to be using?
Yes, I'm going to be using a 3/16" digital carbonium bit. Not everybody would have one of these. I happened to get it for my birthday, but you know, that's what I'm going to be using today.
Okay, well, I guess let's get started.
Okay, once again, don't forget your eyewear.
Oh, I'm ready for you this time.
Okay. And what I'm going to do is I've already crossed off where I'm going to drill my holes. Already preset locations on the board.
Those are the penciled in X's there.
Right, where you see the board and you see those lines, that's pretty much where I'm going to...
Right in the center.
Dead center, where they intersect.
Got it.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to first countersink it a little bit into that intersecting lines.
Countersink.
Countersink, and then I'm going to drill my holes.
Okay.
Now, it takes a little bit longer this way, but it's the old, it's the craftsman's way, and I think you get a much better product. Okay, here we go.
Well, Elmer, aren't you supposed to stand still and turn the thing?
You know, I never really tried it that way. Let me give that a shot, Bob.
Okay. I know it's probably not.
Hey, what do you know? Learn something every day. It just goes to show you that no matter how much experience you have, you're always going to learn something.
And I think it's counterclockwise.
Okay, well, we'll give that a shot. You know,
All right.
try anything.
Are we about done with the drilling, Elmer?
Pretty darn close, Bob. Okay, that should do it.
Wow. You got those clear through.
Well, we needed 2 holes, approximately 4 inches apart, with about a ½ inch diameter, and we've seemed to achieve that.
You have penetrated the wood.
We have 2 holes going right through. And I think our drill, and thanks to you, it came out a lot easier than I would have done it.
No problem.
But I think those came out pretty symmetrical.
Very good. 2 round holes. And I guess we're ready for the next step. What's the next step?
Well, we have to take a look at our tabletop.
Yeah, we don't need this anymore.
Here we go. We have to do a little bit of work on this.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is a bit, rough.
Well, we're going to throw some stuff on there. I got some paint we can throw on there, and then we'll clean that right up.
Sort of slop it on there.
Slop it right on, and you'd be surprised what it'll look like.
Amazing what you can do with really, secondhand, basically.
Right, and as weekend workshoppers, we need these tools to help us cover up some of these flaws.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, I would like to give the viewers at home some information.
Well, I have some preliminary nailing I have to do, and I can do that, and you can talk to the folks at home.
Very good. Okay. Well, as you see, we're just about ready to finish up our project. And for those viewers of you at home who wish to do this sort of thing in your own basement, please remember, you can always send away and get the plans. We're at box 444, Bonkers, New York. We'll send you the complete plans that we have, so you can do this, like I say, in the privacy of your own basement. I'll allow 6 to 8 months delivery, and remember to send $35 in a cashier's check. Thank you.
I think one day someone might cook a little bit too much off one of these legs. Dang.
Elmer, this is looking kind of rough.
Yeah, well, I'd like to see you try any better, Bob.
Well, actually, I think my son did a little bit better in wood shop when he was like 12.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, sometimes these projects just end up this way, so they don't come out exactly the way you want them.
I don't know. It's just not exactly what I expected at all.
Well, I've got just a tool to fix something like this, and I'll show you exactly what it is. The ultimate fixer-upper of projects that come out wrong.
Well, I guess that handles that, Elmer. Well, I'm sorry this didn't really work out exactly as we expected. But next week on this Old Dump, we're going to have a far better show, a whole different emphasis. So be sure to join us then when we have a new project for the home. Elmer?
Yeah?
What project do we have planned for next week?
Well, Bob, I thought we'd make a planter for this plant that I picked up on my trip to the Caribbean, a rare fern, and I thought we'd make a nice wooden planter for it.
This is Hawaiian, isn't it?
Actually, it comes from Grenada,
Okay.
and I think the brown leaves pretty much point that out.
Okay, well, that will be here for next week, so be sure to join us then.
Got a little bit up there. That looks pretty